the polished veneer of influencer life revealing the raw, unscripted truths beneath and for Ariana that truth was a heavy, glittering secret she'd finally dared speak. She smiled, a practiced, confident curve of her lips as Hudson Roy, her steady anchor in the swirling storm hand in his hand in his. Presence was a wait, silent reminder that she was but alone, but even with side by her side. A tremor ran through her episode tomorrow tomo revelation of a rev money. Anji the money. She'd earned astronomical sums from sponsored posts. Swery gone, was 14 worky parents. Ken by her parents, the words still tongue.en on her tongue. Betrayal of the fierce loyalty that bound their unconventional family, yet scamra, said it on camera. And now the hearer was about to hear a murmured, "K?" Hud close murmured, leaning close, his eyes reflecting the Ariana nodded, to mask Ariana breath. Taking a deep breath. Just surreal 17 years ago Bravom started on me, Avo chuckled, me she chound. A burst circle, right? But L circle, right? But the circle felt more like a Tito night noose tonight. The public had an insatiable appetite for drama and scandal, especially when it involved the rich and seshangly perfect headlines. The headlines would scream, the comments would ignite. Kroy, what would Kroy, her stoic thought detective, Dad thought he'd signed the release, given his blessing for story. Oh, share her story, and but hearing it and seeing it dissected on national television. That was a different beast entirely. The first brand deal had felt like cold Ajik 14 years old, still navigating the awkwardness of braces and growth spurts. Ariana had stumbled into a world where lifer everyday life curated and could translate into selfie.R&D with a selfie. With product care product, a quick video endorsing a trendethession line, the likes and up, ments piled up. Followed bajents, L's from agents, then contracts, then checks. She remembered the thrill payment, first payment, impossibly large for simply a shedding online sheets mom, and it to Harry's. Kim, her eyes wide wonder. Kim's one to the Kim, ever the entrepreneur, had been ecstatic. This isery credible airy, you're a nat first at first, the money float account.n shout. She thought was hers, a bee nest. Winning nest. Egg future, her future. She pictured tuition, a down payment on a small up in Atlanta, maybe even a designer too, ND bag or two, but as the deals multiplied 3 posts a week. Sometimes more, the numbers grew and the control over shifted. BTL mom hifted. Mom, can I buy that new camera for my vlogs? She'd ask, excited about expanding her. Of course, honey, just let me finances heaf now. NC's for lot w it no dot lot, you know. Tat, will that, we'll muckalure it's all see you Ariana, are you here? Tried her. Wishy, kimchi? Came home. Her manager, her be cheerleader, Kroy too there. Ways the quiet, Ria's presence, essence. They woonit unfortress. Artres. Against the world e-world, so when Kim would ask, Airy, can I borrow a little from your account? Just for a bit until my come.cks come. Through for the show, Arian hesitated. Of course, mom. You need. She saw it as helping out a temporary loan family, the family, her. Mom working, A's worky hustling, is hust theg. But the entertainment industry had its own slow-winding payment cyclosen seed, since she was part of the rebuting, sprout OFLT pro-requests. E-requests? Be frequent and defrequent and more substantial house honey, until Kroy's NFL pension comes kids. RF school fees. It's due pattern. Ariana turn. Ariana absorbed in her burgeoning car school, high school, then college applications barely registered the growing disparity between the astronomical sums she was generating and the dwindling balance. She thought she had. The shock it was lick blow. She could be 20 She was 20. Looking into setting up her own in finances. Laid bare the account, one semi-empty, MTTI, not just low gone, Every sachet she confronted her parents not with anger but with a bewildered confusion. Kim tearfully explained the desperate financial straits the family had been in the mountabills. So constant pressure Mamaday's face edged. With strain admitted his own struggles, the unforeseen challenges after his football career they hadn't stolen. They insisted they had used it out of necessity with the full intention of paying it back when they could, but the intention didn't change the reality of her hard-earned money, her security blay hurt, her future vanished with nisha revelation. Revelatura left a wound, eating wound, it wt money, the money, I trust, the tealing he feeling, of being Gary enacted. Ariana Biermann gives an update on her dad Kroy. Though Hoff, she admits it's been very difficult to discuss her family issue in camera. Ariana Biermann insists her parents have been fully supportive of her transparency. The 23-year-old Georgian native addressed the topic during the June 2 premiere party for Next Gen Noik, a new series about a group of young friends juggling careers, romance, and family life. Episode 1, E1, June 3. Ariana opened up about her finances situation claiming her mom Kim Zolciak and dad Kroy Biermann took all the money she made from sponsored content deals. Started posting on Instagram. I got my first brand deal when I was 14.4. Ariana said in confessional, you were doing like 3 posts a week and get paid astronomical amounts to do a story or to do an Instagram post, and I made quite a bit of money. Unfortunately, my parents took my money. I can't say exactly what they used it on because I just found out that it was gone for 2 years ago. What does Kroy Biermann think of Ariana Biermann's Next Gen NYC gig? The headline-making revelation of course shocked many viewers, but what did Kroy think of his daughter's candid comments? He hasn't said anything about anything, Ariana told Briefing on Bravo. But you have to sign a release for these things in order to talk about things. And he was willing to do that for me and was okay with me sharing my story and the things that have gone on over the last couple of years, and he's been supportive in that. Kim Zolciak celebrates Ariana Biermann's latest career move. Kim, who is in the midst of a divorce from Kroy, has also been quite supportive of her daughter's career milestone. The Real Housewives of Atlanta and Don't Be Tardy alum took to Instagram on Tuesday, June 33, to congratulate Ariana and her boyfriend, Hudson McElroy, on the next GG Noik premiere. I could not be more proud of Ariana and Hudson for the season Pori of Next Gen NYC, Kim captioned the post, which featured red carpet photos from the series premiere party. Talk about full circle. I started filming for Bravo in 2008, and now 17 years later, to see the baby girl who was 5 when she started filming on Roe on the same network. It's pretty surreal. Kim went on to thank Bravo for always believing in her family, and expressed excitement for Ariana and Hudson's new chapter. I love that you were able to share this with Hudson and that the two of you were able to embark on this new adventure together, she continued. I love you both so very much, and I can't wait to watch. Ariana returned the kind words in the comment section, saying she felt so blessed to having Kim as a mom. I love you beyond words. The influencer wrote, "Thank you so much for paving the way for me." Ariana Biermann clarifies her comments on her family's finances days after the new Gen Nick premiere. Ariana set the record straight about her and Kim's money situation. In episode 1, Ariana claimed her mom would regularly solicit money for general home and family expenses. The Atlanta's daughter suggested she would always grant Kim's requests, which led to a misconception about her own financial status. I think people my money situation and think that I'm balling, she the briefing.fing. On Bravo, I'm like, no, definitely not the case. Ariana also clarified that any money she sent to Kim would eventually be returned, as her mom is very good at paying her back. She said her mom was getting paid for multiple small screens jobs, but those checks typically took while coming through. She's done a few shows, which is amazing, and so they take a second to get paid out for everything, Ariana explained. My mom always pays me back though, but it's Definitely gotten better, she's working really hard. Ariana Biermann reveals where she stands with her parents. Ariana expanded on the money situation in a June 5 Instagram video, reiterating that Kim and Kroy did take her money between the ages of 14 and 20. However, she emphasized there was no bad blood between her and her parents. In no way, shape, or form was this me trying to bash my parents in any way, she said. Wouldn't be here without them. I hold absolutely no anger or hatred in my heart. I'm just not capable of that. They say that money is the root of all evil. And I do believe that at times I have watched money destroy relationships, and I will never be in that position. I will never allow that to be my life. Unscripted heart. Ariana's story, the air in the bustling Manhattan loft crackled with an electric energy, a blend of anticipation and the faint scent of expensive champagne. Ariana Biermann, resplendent in a shimmering emerald gown that caught the flash of a dozen cameras, felt a familiar knot tighten in her stomach.